Hi everyone, I'm back again with another book review and recommendation. I'm John Cunningham-Ryan and I'm a Senior Library Assistant with Wexford Library Services. It's absolutely fantastic when I get to mesh my love of books with my job. I really couldn't be any luckier. So as you might have seen in my previous video, I was talking about Karen Miller and the world that she has created in the genre of fantasy with sorcery and magic. So I'm going to continue that. I'm going to talk about another author that I really like, and that is Brent Weeks. Today I'm going to talk about the Lightbringer series. The first book in the series is The Black Prism. The second book is The Blinding Knife. The third book is The Broken Eye. I don't have the other two books in the series. The fourth one is The Blood Mirror, and the fifth book is The Burning White. But there are 5 books in the series in total. The fifth one has just been released. So if you have never read this series of books, you're in for a real treat because, unlike me, you won't have to wait for all 5 books to be released. So I'm going to talk about the first book in the series, and that is The Black Prism. I'd like to start with saying this is a very accomplished series. If you've never read anything by Brent Weeks, you really are in for a treat. You can immerse yourself in these meaty books. They're about 600 pages each, so you can really escape into the fantastic world that the author has created. So, to the plot. You can actually check out Brent Weeks' website, brentweeks.com, for all the science and lore in the world that is created. It's fantastic, but we are introduced to the science of something called chromaturgy, which is the art of harnessing light and creating a substance from it called luxin. Luxin can take on many different shades, from the visible spectrum to either end of it, which would be the infrared and the ultraviolet. And each colour has its own unique properties. Lots of people have magical talent based on these colours. Lots of people just draw their power, traits, and abilities from one colour. Some people can use 2 colours, so they're known as bichromes, and then a small few people are called polychromes. They use several colours. But just like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, there is one in every generation. There is one Prism, a full spectrum polychrome. They can use all of the colours of the spectrum in creating amazing magics. That's really it. Now, there's a lot in that, but don't forget you've got 5 books for this whole world to unfold, so don't worry about that. You'll get it. To get back to the book, we are thrown into the world of Gavin Guile. He is the Prism, and like all Prisms before him, he has a very short life. As you say, the brighter the candle burns, the shorter their life is, and this is certainly true for Gavin. We follow him in his quest to find his recently discovered son, and also his desire to complete 5 tasks before he dies. We come to learn of the Prism War that has happened between him and his brother. Both were polychromes. So the whole world was plunged into a magical civil war. It was fantastic. We continue to follow the story of Kip, that's Gavin's son, who, of course, not surprisingly, has great power, but he is completely untrained and unfocused, so we follow his story as well. This book was printed in 2010, and since then there's been over 4 million copies sold, so I'm obviously not the only one that loves this book. As I said, it's expansive, it's immersive. I couldn't wait for the next book to come out, so you're so lucky if you've never read these books because you get to experience the whole world one after another. If you're looking for a really well-written fantasy series to escape what we're experiencing at the moment, you really have found the perfect partner as such. This is the few books, the Black Prism by Brent Weeks, that I have no problem giving a review of 10 out of 10 for. If you like my review or if you've read the book, please comment below and don't forget to share my video. Thank you. I have been John Cunningham-Ryan working with the Wexford Library Services.